Namo Buddhaya. Have you ever felt that certain people enter your life at just the right moment, as if guided by some unseen force? You meet someone who becomes a critical part of your journey, helping you through a problem or teaching you a profound lesson. What if I told you that none of this is accidental? This captivating story draws on Zen wisdom to explore how people come into our lives for specific reasons, helping us grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Stay with me until the end, and you'll uncover the hidden meaning behind these encounters, which may just transform how you view your relationships. Encounters that change our lives. As the video begins, a young man named Hiroshi approaches an elderly monk, Hotaka, with a puzzling question. He asks, "Why do I sometimes meet people who feel familiar, as though I've known them before? And why do I feel uneasy around others, as though they are meant to cause me harm?" Hotaka's response is clear. People do not enter our lives by chance. His wisdom offers us a window into a much deeper truth, one that resonates with everyone who has ever felt a strong connection or aversion to another person. Hotaka points out that life is much like a flowing river, with each person being carried by unseen currents. Whether they bring joy or pain, each person contributes to our development in ways that are often difficult to see at the moment. Reflecting on our own connections. In this part of the video, I invite you to pause and reflect on your own life. Think about the people who have made an impact on you, whether for better or worse. Haven't you noticed that when you're going through a tough time, someone unexpectedly enters your life and supports you? Or sometimes they challenge you, forcing you to face the truths you'd rather ignore. For me, one such encounter came during a difficult phase of my life. A close friend, seemingly out of nowhere, helped me through the storm, much like Hiroshi's reflections on his solid anchor during troubled times. This friend eventually left my life, but their presence had served a vital purpose. Looking back, it was as if the universe had sent them for that specific moment, just like the people in Zen stories who come with hidden lessons. Seeds planted by destiny. Returning to the video's narrative, Hotaka compares life to a garden where every person we meet is like a seed. Some seeds bloom into colorful flowers that brighten our lives for a season, while others grow into mighty trees, providing long-lasting support. Yet, every seed, every person, brings with them a promise of growth. These examples remind us that no encounter is ever wasted. Even people who hurt us often play the role of our greatest teachers. They force us to develop resilience, patience, and inner strength. The Zen teaching emphasizes that life is full of sharp stones, representing difficult encounters, and it is precisely these challenges that shape us. The painful lessons. Now, think of those who have hurt you. It's easy to wish that such people had never entered your life, but when viewed through the lens of Zen philosophy, they become valuable teachers. I recall a personal experience where someone's betrayal taught me one of the most important lessons about self-worth and boundaries. The pain forced me to reevaluate my relationships, which ultimately led to profound personal growth. As Hotaka points out, even the painful people are like stones on our path, and their role is essential to our journey. Through them, we find our inner strength. The support in times of need. There are also those who appear in our lives when we need them most. Hotaka continues. Like the roots of a mighty tree that hold it steady during storms, these individuals provide us with support during our toughest times. Hiroshi recalls someone who was his refuge in a particularly challenging period, a solid anchor when he needed it most. These people don't stay forever. but they appear at just the right moment to help us navigate life's storms. This idea may seem simple, but it carries profound implications. How often have we tried to hold on to people who were only meant to be with us for a season? Understanding their role can offer peace, allowing us to appreciate them without resentment when they eventually leave. Embracing temporary support. One of the most challenging things in life is letting go of people who were vital during a certain period, but no longer belong in your future. I've personally experienced this several times. It's hard to accept that their role in your life is complete. Yet, when viewed through Zen wisdom, it becomes clear that their departure is as natural as their arrival. I found strength in accepting that people are like stars that guide us for a moment, but eventually disappear into the night. The constant stars in our lives. Some people, however, remain with us forever. Hotaka explains that these individuals are like fixed stars in the sky, always bright, always present. These are our closest friends, family, or even soulmates. They are the ones who share both our burdens and joys. For Hiroshi, it was a comforting reminder that while some people come and go, others stay to provide lifelong support. We all have these constant figures in our lives. They are the ones who weather life's ups and downs with us, remaining by our side through thick and thin. They are like the trees in Hotaka's garden analogy, enduring, solid, and deeply rooted. Cherishing the lifelong companions. It's essential to recognize the value of these lifelong companions. Reflecting on this part of the Zen story made me appreciate the people who have stood by me no matter what. These relationships are not to be taken for granted. Often, we focus on the ones who leave or hurt us, forgetting the steadfast individuals who have been our constant sources of strength. I encourage you to reach out to someone who has been this kind of figure in your life and express your gratitude. These relationships are the foundation of our emotional and spiritual well-being. The Web of Destiny. In the conclusion of the story, Hotaka emphasizes that life is an intricate web of destinies, with each encounter contributing to the fabric of our existence. Every person we meet is a thread woven into our life story, and we are woven into theirs. Recognizing this interconnectedness helps us view every encounter as significant, no matter how brief. Hiroshi, having internalized this lesson, becomes a wise monk himself. He passes on Hotaka's teachings to younger monks, reminding them that life is a series of meaningful encounters. These interactions shape who we are and who we become. The lesson of the Zen story is clear. Every encounter in life, whether joyful or painful, is a vital part of our growth. People come into our lives for a reason, even if that reason isn't immediately clear. As Hotaka says, life is like a melody, with each person adding a unique note. When we listen carefully, we begin to appreciate the beauty of human connections. The takeaway from this video is profound yet simple. Open your heart to every encounter, for each one brings a lesson. Even the most difficult relationships contribute to the richness of your life's journey. Embrace the people who cross your path and learn from them. Whether they stay for a season or a lifetime, they are there to help you grow.